Hi, my name is Dr. Greenspan. A lot of what I've done the last few years, because dentistry is getting much more conservative in the way that we have to prepare teeth, and that's a good thing for most patients, because nowadays, rather than because of bonding techniques, rather than remove a lot of tooth structure unnecessarily, what we found that we can do now are much more conservative restorations. For instance, in the olden days of dentistry, if a cusp or a corner of the tooth had broken off, we would at that point say to the patient, well, you need a crown. Well, a crown, or most people know it as a cap, is something where most of the tooth around the perimeter is reduced a couple millimeters. We take a couple millimeters off the biting surface of the tooth, and it's pretty invasive to the tooth. So at that point, we're taking a lot of tooth structure away. There's nothing wrong with putting a crown on, but it does create a lot of trauma to the nerve and unnecessarily, again, removing tooth structure. What I've done abundantly the last few years are what are called porcelain onlays, and that this involves a tooth that perhaps would have a cusp that would be gone. You probably won't be able to see this very well, but a tooth where part of the tooth is missing and maybe a corner is missing, and what we'll do is remove just that portion of the tooth that is fractured or where there's decay, and the rest of the tooth, meaning maybe 3/4 of the tooth, we preserve that. It's probably difficult to see here, but I'm just holding up something where you can see on a model where there's some ceramic or porcelain here, where 3/4 of the tooth is still intact. So basically, those are called porcelain onlays. So the bottom line with a porcelain onlay is very conservative, a lot less removal of tooth structure, something that looks beautiful because it blends in cosmetically with the rest of the tooth, and we can put off a crown many times forever, if not for many years. Very conservative, nice way to restore a tooth without a lot of discomfort and without a lot of tooth removal.